Anthony Slater here inside the peak with Erik Horne after what was a 6th straight Thunder win. 9-2 in January, 21-4 in their last 25 games. Tonight it was an easy one over the Hornets. A rested Hornets team, but kind of a struggling Hornets team that they really blew out from the start. I believe 109-94, something like that was the final. But like I said, blew them out from the start. That was the first quarter where they went up 14-5, 25-16. Russell Westbrook, 6 first quarter assists. The Hornets only had 4 as a team. He 27 minutes, but he dominated.
Yeah, Westbrook, I mean, he's been on this tear of double-digit assist games, and he did it again tonight. Just a few shy of his career high. He's consistently setting up teammates early in the game, and he's making a point to do that. And Kevin Durant even said that he kind of compared it to like a video game where Russell Westbrook's seeking out that early and playing for those video game stats, I guess.
Yeah, I really think it helps everyone else feel involved early on. In the first quarter, he had an assist all 4 of the other starters. 3 to Durant, 1 to Robertson, 1 to Adams, 1 to Ibaka. He's kind of getting everyone involved. And then he goes out and gets his when he needs to. I mean, people aren't really talking about it because he's playing so well, but he's struggling with the shot. He's shooting 39% and under this month, somewhere in the 20s from 3. He's really not shooting that well, but the thing is, 5 steals tonight, 8 rebounds, 15 assists. He has 4 15-assist games this month. Everyone else in the NBA only has 4 combined. I mean, he's playing some of the best ball we've ever seen, even though he's shooting poorly.
Yeah, he's finding other ways to impact the game. I mean, he's getting steals. He had 5 tonight. He's not taking a bunch of three-point shots like he did in the past. He's actually using the pump fake more and getting inside. And, I mean, the shot physically doesn't look good coming out of his hands right now. The rotation doesn't look good. But he's still finding ways to get points through other players. And that's what good point guards have to do. That's what good NBA players have to do. They got to find other ways to contribute.
Yeah, this is... it's weird. Thunder, like I said, 21-4 in the last 25. You look at the net rating and everything, like they're playing just as good as the Warriors, only below the Spurs, who are playing it like historically good right now. The Thunder are on a really good run of basketball. The problem is they really haven't played anyone, including tonight. I believe, of those 21 wins, I think 15 are against teams under 500. So, it's kind of a weird spot. I don't think we can judge them fully, but it's like they're just playing who's in front of them.
Yeah.
Interesting road trip coming up because it's not incredible talent, but they play against a good Dallas team, assuming that they play their starters. Then they go to New York for Nets, who aren't good, Knicks, who are okay, beat the Thunder here earlier this year, and then again against the Timberwolves, who aren't good. I mean, 4-game trip, longest trip that we've seen so far this season, should be interesting, but at the same time, still not much of a challenge coming up.
Well, but at the same time, it's hard to win on the road in the NBA, like Billy Donovan said after the last road win against Denver. So for them to go on the road for 4 in a row and to be able to come home with a split or 3 games,
2-2. I don't think 2-2 on this trip would be good for this team. 3-1 at minimum, if they're where we think they are.
Well, I mean, they come home with 3 out of 4. I'd be okay with a split, considering how good of a run they've been on. I think you got to be positive.
I think they'll be okay with this, but at the same time, you got to think about it. Nets, Knicks, and Timberwolves. They shouldn't lose to any of those 3 teams. They shouldn't really lose to Dallas.
No, they shouldn't have lost to the Knicks the first game.
Yeah, to me, 3-1 is almost like, I don't want to say mandatory because it's the NBA and like whatever if it's 2-2. I'm just saying I think this team. They should try to go clean sweep at 4-0 and then really show us something. But I want to see Warriors or Spurs against the Thunder right now. We won't see that till February 6th. But anyway, we've talked too long. Here's Billy Donovan post-game, Durant, Westbrook, and some other thoughts.
I thought we started the game with, really, really good focus, really on both ends. I thought we really struggled to shoot the ball in the first half. It was kind of amazing looking down at the stat sheet. I think we had 14 assists we were shooting 39% from the field. So I really thought we were playing unselfishly, missed a lot of shots. I thought our defense was good tonight. It was a little bit more consistent. I thought in the second half, especially in the third quarter, we had a really good third quarter. And just trying to continually, I think, build that consistency on the defensive end of the floor. And, I think maybe some of the shooting tonight, third game in 4 nights. But again, I'm really, really pleased with what these guys are trying to do on the offensive end of the floor, the way they're playing, the way they're sharing it, the way they're creating open looks for each other. and I think they're really working hard to try to get better defensively, and I think we have made some strides defensively. So, it was a good win, and now we go on the road, for several, and we'll have a lot to get prepared for that.
Coach, you talked about that third quarter. They got it down to 5. What was the key for y'all to be able to pretty much blow it out and get it up to 20 at one point?
Well, we got some stops. For one, we got out on the fast break. I thought we created good shots. It was a good quarter for Kevin. He I thought played well. Russell, I thought had some really good looks. The ball didn't go in the basket for him at the rate he had been shooting the ball. But again, I think you look down, you see 15 assists, just his unselfish, just the way he got guys involved. And I thought we got good looks, and we attacked the basket, and we defended well.
Seems like he has 5-6 assists every first quarter. How are you seeing him even more than earlier in the season, coming out, starting the game, trying to get everyone involved right away? Russell?
I would say he's got really good awareness of what's going on. Like, he's got really good awareness if possessions go by and maybe Serge hasn't been involved, or possessions have gone by and Kevin hasn't been involved. He's, I think, really mindful of that. I think Russell's paying attention to what's going on. I think he's also trying to read defensively what they're doing. I think if you ask Kevin, I thought there was a lot of good shots that were generated and created. About Kevin getting open, Russell finding him, Kevin getting out in the break, transition. But Russell, when he's out there playing, I think he's got really good awareness, and he's making good plays with the ball in his hands, and he's getting really everybody involved. And I think because the ball's in Kevin and Russell's hands so much, they're making the game a lot easier. And again, we had a lot of guys score tonight, and I think the reason a lot of guys scored tonight was because of the unselfishness.
Guys did in the first quarter set the tone, got out and run, and just offensively seemed to set the pace.
Yeah, we got stops. We missed shots tonight. We missed some good looks tonight. The last few games, actually, we missed some great looks. So once those started to fall on top of our defense and where we passing the ball, the sky's the limit for us. So we just haven't had any practice time, guys. Out of rhythm a little bit. Game's coming so quick, but once we start making shots, I think it's going to take us to another level. But defensively, we're doing a great job.
Are you at least proud, though, with the patience you guys are showing on offense, that you continue to move the ball despite shots not falling? Yeah,
when you shoot tough shots, it's hard to stay patient. When you miss good looks, layups, wide open threes, shots that you feel great about, if you keep going, keep grinding it out, they're going to start to fall. So with us, we just got to, grind it out, wait till it happens, and keep playing the way we're playing, man. We had 28 assists tonight, 30 last night, and we shot probably 43% in those last 2 games. So that's a good sign.
It seems like every first quarter you've got Russ to get 6-7 assists. Are you seeing it even more than usual this month, coming out of the game, trying to...
Yeah, first quarter, he's going out his way to get assists. It's kind of like, he's like a video game. We're trying to get all those assists early, get everybody involved early, and it's helping us out. We know to get him the ball early. We know that he has to have it in his hands, the first quarter, and he's going to get 5 or 6 assists, and that's going to get us going. So, he did it tonight, and he just picks and chooses his spots. He knows when to go rebound, knows when to score, knows when to make the right play. So, he's playing at a nice level right now.
What does that do for Steve? Everyone has a bucket pretty much in the first 5 minutes.
It just puts you in a position to score. It's not necessarily guys have the ball in their hands trying to make plays, but you just, when he passes it to you, you got to shoot the ball. And Steven is reaping, benefits of that. And, I'm trying to knock down shots, Serge. So everybody just, playing off of Russell in that first quarter. He has the ball in his hands all quarter, and he's making plays for everybody.
Your line in the box score doesn't look like anybody else's in this league. Why are you able to impact the game on so many levels?
Just trying to find ways to be effective on the floor, whether it's scoring, passing, rebounding. Defensively, try to find ways to have my handprint on all aspects of the game.
That third quarter, you guys ensured that this one would not come down to a fourth quarter game. What'd you do in that third period?
I picked up our defense, got out in transition, played with a lot of pace, did a good job of getting easy baskets, getting to the line as well.
It seems like you got 5-6 assists in the first quarter every night, left about 5-10 games. How important is it to really just get everyone involved, especially early on?
Just trying to find ways to get guys doing a great job of knocking down shots, doing a great job of getting open. My job is to read the defense and find ways to get them open shots.
Russ, to go from leading the league in scoring to now, I suggested a pass-first point guard. I don't know what you think of that. It's just so remarkable. It speaks to your skill set, but is it unusual for you to play such a different role?
Nah, I've been doing the same thing since I've been in the league, man. I'm able to do different things to impact the game. A lot of other players are not able to do that. I'm able to score, pass, rebound, defend, do what I can to help us win games. And with the weapons we have, the best way for us to play and the best way for myself to play is to be able to find those guys, get those guys shots, and I can score when I need to.
You see Kyle's confidence grow in the last few games?